Okay, this is where I used to live when I was about 6 years old. This is 1206 South Cole Street in Mexico, Missouri. And this lot used to have a house on it, but one day we came home from school and the house was burnt down. And so my parents and the rest of my 4 siblings moved next door into this house. And we lived here for several years before we moved to another location, but this is where we lived. 5 kids and 2 adults in a 2-bedroom house, had 1 bathroom. Mom and Dad both worked and the kids all went to school, so it was pretty tiny. So we're going to take a tour, and this tour is of my old hometown. And we'll speed it up here a little bit if we can. And that's a view of the junior high that I went to, but this was my walking route to my to my elementary school, which was Eugene Field School. So we're going to take a quick tour. Actually, we're going to go by my buddy John Schaus's house, where he lived. Just up the street from me. And I believe Mr. Schaus used to live in this house right here. And the next door neighbors were the Inslins. And this place used to be, well, it was a lot of places. It was the Chat and Chew and the taco stand and the welfare center where you got your government cheese and your milk. So we're going to get back out on the main drag and head back to my junior high or my elementary school. And this was my route. I walked it every day, to and from. Most folks wouldn't let their kids walk this distance every day. Nowadays, that's the school, Eugene Field. So we're going to make a trip uptown now. This is the horse stables that burnt down. This was the Saddle Horse Museum. In fact, I think the building still looks burnt in this photo. I'm not sure. You see how the roof is sagged, but they're doing a restoration project on the facility now. I'm not sure what it looks like now. I haven't been back for a while, so it's kind of cool. Turn the camera a little bit so you guys. Sorry, I just ran that stop sign. This is Muldrow Street here, and I'm going to take a trip, go under the train trestle. And we're coming into the downtown metropolitan area. Not sure who that is. See if I recognize him. Nope. A lot of old places here I recognize. This is the county jail here on the right. Yeah, I know what that looks like on the inside. I was only there to visit. This used to be a gas station here, the Clark Station. And this is our downtown area as it looks whenever Google Earth did the maps, which was a few years ago. And this is the main drag, Jefferson Street. That building right there used to be the Jefferson Hotel. That building right here was the pool hall. That's where we used to play the billiards and the snooker. The jewelry store, Mattingly's, Scott's, all those places I remember as a kid. This was our courthouse on the square. This building on the corner was Hagen's clothing store. Then there was Safford's shoe store, I think. Woolworth's used to be here. And we'll take a trip around the square. That was the old Rexall Grill. There's a pool hall here today. Joey Millard owns. This was the old Peck's music store area and the Singer sewing machine. Still says Singer. Western Auto store down the street. Got a Chinese restaurant there. So we're back around the square. I'm going to go down to the left here. And this was the discotheque called Just a Little East. And it's still got the Jeep out front hanging on the window. Used to be a bowling alley. And then it was a bar. And for a long time in the 80s, late 70s, 80s, 90s, and this was all Furniture Row. Klein's Furniture, I think, was housed in that building, part of it. Actually, maybe it was in this building here to the left, which is now a bar, called the Dugout. They call it the Slug Out. And we're back up around the square. Thought you might enjoy that tour.